Hey you guys, it's Monica and welcome back to Period 6 Designs. So today I am experimenting with soap again. And so if you don't know, Mardi Gras is coming up. Mardi Gras this year is February 25th and I lived in New Orleans for 7 years. I just recently moved a few months ago, but I am constantly homesick for New Orleans. That's really like my second home at this point. But I really wanted to make some Mardi Gras soap. And like I said, I'm just experimenting with soap. I don't make soap for a living. I don't sell my soap. Maybe I will in the future, but right now I'm kind of just experimenting, seeing how I like it. And so my inspiration is this water bottle. So I actually made this water bottle. This is my husband's water bottle. You know, with the Mardi Gras colors, the purple, the gold, and the green, all which means different things that you can look up on the internet if you are interested in what they mean. And so I'm going to model my soap after this. So I'm going to do a purple layer, a yellow layer as opposed to gold, and then a green layer. So here I just have a standard mixing of oils, olive oil, castor oil, sweet almond oil, coconut and palm oil. So that's what's in here. And then right here next to it, I have my lye water solution. And so I figured out which oils I want and I use soap calc. And so I'm gonna just measure really quick the temperature. I'm gonna try to soap between 110 and 120. This is 114 and my lye water is 120. So I'm gonna go ahead and soap. Since they're within 10 degrees of each other, I'm gonna go ahead and soap. And so I'm gonna take the stick blender and just burp it. They call this burping, I believe. Burp the oil. I don't have, oh, there's some bubbles. Just burping any bubbles to the top. And then I'm gonna just pour, oh, big bubble. Pour the lye water solution down the barrel to prevent any splashing. And then I'm gonna just pulse it because I want light trace, because I also have these little containers that I'm gonna use for my layers. So. Alright, so that's all it took. I believe this, I don't think I got any false trace. I'm gonna just run back through it with my spatula really quick. And I'm doing such a thin trace because unlike on my first video you saw where it was all just no coloration as well as no like designs or anything. This is only my 4th time making soap. I have made some soaps off camera. But what I've seen other people, it seems like the smaller batches, and this is just 2 pounds of oils, the smaller batches come together really quick when you use the stick blender. So what I'm gonna do now, since that is at a pretty good, nice thin trace, is I'm gonna start sectioning them off. I'm gonna leave some in here and then put the other 2 colors in these containers that I have. So next, I'm gonna add the colorant. So I have this mica pigment called Queen for a Day, and all this stuff, like the colorant and the colorants and the fragrance oils are from Nurture Soap. So Queen for a Day, and then we have Green Vibrance mica, and then we also have Lemon Drop mica. So, and I also had this lovely little scoop. This should be sponsored by Nurture Soap. Nurture Soap. So this is their little 4-way spoon. So it's a teaspoon, a tablespoon, a 1/4 teaspoon, and like a 1/2 teaspoon. So a 4-way scoop. And so I'm gonna just do about a teaspoon in each, because it's about 1 teaspoon per pound of oil. I'm just gonna shake this, making sure it's still fluid. So I'm gonna do the light color first. So I'm trying to debate. I'm gonna hand stir because I don't believe the fragrance is gonna accelerate trace. But actually, I've changed my mind. I am going to blend. So now I'm going to go ahead and stir in the fragrance oil just by hand with my little spoon. And so I am using white tea and pear, if you can see that, if it'll focus. Also from Nurture Soap. I really wanted it to just smell southern. And I thought about like maybe like beignets or something like that, but finding a fragrance like beignet that won't discolor because of the vanillin, however you say it, is actually very difficult. And so I'm like, well, what else is southern to me? And I'm like, sweet tea. But again, finding a sweet tea fragrance oil is also very difficult. And so I just decided to go with this scent, this white, white tea and pear, which smells really lovely. It reminds me, it definitely is white tea. Like if you know how white tea smells and you smell this, you definitely get the white tea, very kind of floral, like sweet and florally is how I would describe it. All right, so that seems pretty good. Come in here. Yeah, this green is ready to be poured. So my purple still seems good. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour this in the mold immediately after I get it mixed up. Even though this fragrance oil is loosening it up a little bit. But I am actually gonna probably whip this just a little bit. Just so I can make sure I get all my layers in before they all set up too quickly. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this green all along the bottom. It's crazy. This is purple and gold. And unfortunately, the day that I'm making this soap is the day that Kobe Bryant tragically died this morning in a helicopter crash. So, speaking my thoughts aloud right now. It's kind of crazy that he died, and just those are the two colors right now. It's funny when you see all three together, you wouldn't think just about the purple and the gold, but like I said, he died tragically this morning. kind of where my mind just went to. So, I don't know. I got way too much soap. So, I'm trying to figure out a way. If I can like texture the top. While trying to still get, because I still have like a crap ton of soap left. Nope, don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying something. Trying to use all of this beautiful soap. And when I did the measurements for this one, I purposely made it such that it would be a little taller than the mold as far as advertised ounces of the mold versus how many ounces I was attempting to put in, but it seems like I have went way over. Because again, I only did, this is a 32 ounce mold and I only did 32 ounces of oil. So the fact that it's coming over this much, I kind of am starting to believe this isn't a 32 ounce mold. And it may be a little smaller. All right, so let me figure out how I can make this nice and I'll be back. All right, you guys, just a quick update. This is how I cleaned up and textured the top. I literally just poked my finger at it like this with the glove on, and that's how I got the top to look like this. So it's been a few hours, but I want to just come back and update you guys. Such a pretty purple, so I'm excited. We will cut into it tomorrow and see how everything looks. So we'll be back tomorrow. All right, you guys, I'm back the next day to cut the soap. As you can see, I have complete and total soda ash on my soap. This is my first time getting soda ash, and so pretty much what happens is when the carbon dioxide in the air interacts with the unsaponified lye in the soap, you get soda ash. So that's what I got going on. There's different ways you can get it off, but again, this soap is just for like my personal use, so I'm not gonna stress about it too much. But yeah, I'm excited to cut open to this and see how it goes. So let's do that. All right, you guys, as soon as I was taking it out the mold, my camera died. And so I'm back, I sat down, I cleaned my mold and I let it charge, but look at this. That green has come out so pretty. Remember it went to like a hunter wintry, not a hunter, but like a, just honestly, it went to like a really ugly green. And so I'm glad it came back in to its true color once saponification was done. That yellow is mellowed out and nice. So let's go ahead and cut this. And so I actually have this, which is actually a cheese slicer, which is an affordable way to cut your soaps. And so I'm actually gonna probably just cut off just a snippet of the end. Let's look at that, so pretty. All right, and I have some lines to kind of mark where I want to cut them, and I'm cutting them in about 1-inch pieces. You guys, so I'm all done slicing. This did a really good job. I had to put this dish rag underneath the bottom because it kept sliding, which was causing me to cut like a little crooked. I don't know if you can tell. You can't really see it all. There's just a slight taper on the top, which caused me to cut a few of them a little crooked, and like I messed up right there. But squeeze it back in. Look at that. But yeah, I love this. Like, honestly, this is the best soap I've made so far. And it's like like I said, like my 4th time making soap. And I've been able to work out, you know, like the air pocket issues. And I like the layers. They're not as flat as I would like them, but I think they still look pretty good. That green had just set up so much already, but again, I'm not mad. This was exactly my vision, so I'm super happy. So you guys, thank you for coming along with me on my soaping journey as I continue to explore soap making. If you have any comments or questions, leave them below. If you want to just see me experiment and do a different design, please leave that below too. But again, just experimenting, having a little fun with it. Just been inspired lately by some things I've seen on the internet. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.